it across the line. High slot, wrist shot, the first test pass by Ottinger. Blockers the puck to the corner. It's point to point for Brock Faber. On net, high and wide to the glass.
5-on-5, and there's a look at the captain, Jamie Benn, presenting himself, getting to the boards, winning the battle, regaining possession. But he's not just admiring that. He's putting himself in a spot to be a threat and gets a nice chance here as he escapes coverage, presents that stick, gets a one-timer.
But missing the net. Sam Steele to Benn. That one got through. Uru right on the doorstep. Again, this has been a 5-on-5 series that has mostly been owned by Minnesota. Glenn Gullitson said it earlier today, we've seen it has to be the nightmare injury for any player in hockey. The skate blade laceration. As that play in front. Save made by Ottinger. Backhand score! Kaprizov works it to Zuccarello. The top line strikes. 1-0 Minnesota.
Bob, you asked me what I was looking for earlier. I said I want to see the start for Minnie because they're deep in the heart of Texas on the road. And Kaprizov almost uses the blocker of Ottinger as a pass to himself. Usually they talk about pass off pads, but a real good keep up high there. And Kaprizov gets his rebound over to his line mate, Zuccarello, who's all the way back in the lineup. And he gets...
As he drops it off to Brock Faber. Faber through center. Off to Johansson, across the line, Eriksson. Easily paddled to the corner by Ottinger. At even strength, it's been all Minnesota. On the power play, it's been all Dallas. And their first power play, Rantanen, wrist shot, save made by Volstead. That's his first official. A sliding block made by Middleton onto the stick of Robertson. Dropped off to Heiskanen. Up top now, Duchesne. Thought about a wrister. Instead, it's Robertson. One-timer. Score! Heiskanen drills it home. The power play for Dallas does it again.
We're early in the first period, and the roof may very well blow off of this building. Quick touch passing by the Dallas Stars. No justing it off. Intentional, and then an absolute howitzer.
Dallas is now 9 for 20 on the power play in this series. After putting up a club record power play percentage at home, Jamie Benn, why not toss one on Volstead? Right to Johansson, a 360 at the half wall. Straight away, Faber, wrist shot, save Ottinger. Hughes to the backhand, Hughes thinks about a wraparound try, pitchforks one, off of Ottinger, another save. Chip and chase, but Harley is there first. Nice outlet to Robertson, in stride. Robertson crisscrossing with Johnston. Robertson shoots, save man, with the shoulder. Well positioned by Volstead. Bichel tries one, another save by Volstead. Couldn't control the rebound. Kaprizov from Hughes. Snap low. Boldy can't stuff it past Ottinger. Makes the save. The rebound. Score! A power play goal for Minnesota.
Dallas is showing the previous play for goaltender interference.
Yep. Appears as if there may be a challenge here. And it looks as though here that's going to push that right pad, the one at the top of your screen at home, back. And there's no way for Ottinger to make that save as he had made the first two previously around the net, but here comes the call.
After video review, it's been determined that number 12 for Minnesota interferes with the Dallas goaltender. There is no goal.
Adjustment here in the second.
Game 5, and the third time that these two teams have been tied after one. Heiskanen to Robertson, wrist shot, save made, sprawling for the rebound, it's loose in the blue paint, out of position is Volstead, and skating away is Hughes. A scramble for the puck. The Stars couldn't find it.
By the Dallas Stars. And I want you to keep an eye on number 7 in white. Faber battling, regains position, and almost called upon to make a key save. But this is an idea of what the Dallas Stars want to do more at 5-on-5. That hunger in and around the net, and some good defensive plays by Faber and his partner there, Quinn Hughes, as well. And then Brodin with a big time
in the locker room. So we'll see how long he stays in the dressing room. High slot, weaving is Robertson. Robertson shoots, save made, and the rebound tapped to the right of Volstead. Nick Foligno weaves, loose at the goal line. Johnston a big hit on Hartman. Johnston's got the puck, sets up a shot, pad save made by Volstead off of Harley. Well set up by Wyatt Johnston to the backhand. Oh, just missed the far post.
Boldy able to draw one at the other end. Big shift for the Stars. Big hit, speaking of which, as well. And watch Volstead, bang! Left pad save one there, and Johnston's going to take it strong, the Toronto native, who's one of the outside.
Zuccarello on the goal line. Back to Boldy. Boldy to Kaprizov around the horn. It goes to Quinn Hughes in the corner. Eriksson, one-timer, positional save, perfectly made by Ottinger. All the way across ice from Hughes to Zuccarello. Knocked out of midair by the stick of Heiskanen. Beck races over. Couldn't beat Quinn Hughes to the puck. Zuccarello into the skates of Eriksson off the right pad of Ottinger. Under 45 seconds to go now in the period. That shot, wraparound try. Behind the net, Kaprizov leaves it for Boldy. To the point it goes Hughes. A return to Matt Boldy. Boldy eyes the net, shoots, score! Matt Boldy picks the corner on the power play. Minnesota has the lead.
Probably say this one's not coming off the board, and really good puck movement here by the Wild. And you're going to see them just thread this. This is a really good job. I mentioned the screen in front. Now, look at Boldy shoot around the screen. It's a high screen by Lindell. Lindell daps up, and Boldy recognizes he's in motion there in the middle of your screen, and he rolls off coverage and slings this one, uses Lindell as a screen.
Nick Foligno, 8 seconds to go in the period. He protects the puck. Faber has a chance. Faber shoots. Save Ottinger. The rebound. Sprawling Ottinger to keep it out of the cage at the buzzer.
Absolutely huge. Second effort. You got to battle your way around the blue paint to make saves. Play a little street hockey sometimes. And Jake Ottinger certainly does that. That could have been a surefire goal, as good as one anyway. And Jake Ottinger says no on the doorstep. What a
Steele double team right in front of the penalty box doors. And Trenyan gets it deep. McCarron skates out of the puck. McCarron tucks it. Score! McCarron 5-hole on Ottinger. It's a 2-goal Wild lead in Game 5.
This all starts with a chip off the boards by Trenton. Watch big Mikey McCarron pick him up and put him down. And he just threads this one 5-hole. Decisive. As he sees Ottinger out for the poke check. Vacancy in between the pads, and he slithers it in there. Mike McCarron paying huge dividends for the Wild. A trade deadline acquisition. And speaking of different people in Nashville, they missed him there down the stretch. They described him as a cult.
For the Minnesota Wild. Through the skates. Save made, rebound. Another save made by Volstead.
Give them some credit now, working hard on the boards. Faxa down low. And they're going to regain possession. Watch Faxa go straight to the net and gets the rebound opportunity. But Volstead, who grew up idolizing my good buddy, the great Henrik Lundqvist, looks like him here in this save sequence.
Johnston across the line. Robertson tosses it cross corner. Granted it. Pivots away from Boldy. Heiskanen moves it. Robertson tees it up. Robertson to the goal line. Centering pass. It's a local game.
Well, it's not an official power play, but it certainly looks like one because they do have the goaltender out in favor of the extra attacker. And the Stars get to their set over on the left side, but it's going to be Robertson here on possession on the right side of your screen. And he bends this one off the back of Spurgeon, who, of course, can't do anything about that. Fortuitous bounce, but...
In the corner it goes. Dug free by Duchesne. Hops out in front, Boldy. The outlet, Kaprizov looking at the empty net. Working on Heiskanen. Backhander, score! Kirill the thrill with the empty net goal to give Minnesota their advantage back.
All on the strength of really good positioning defensively. Unselfish play by Boldy. He can try to force that one himself. And he knows that he's got the superstar 97 in full flight. And Kaprizov turns Heiskanen outside, inside. Great strength. Look at the balance. Are you kidding me? On one leg. And he deposits that into the...
And the final seconds tick off the clock. Heiskanen, one more try. Loose in the slot. Cleaned up by Quinn Hughes. And that makes it official. 4-2 is your final. Game 5 goes to Jesper Volstead and the Minnesota Wild, and they will have a chance to close this series for John Hynes back at home.